Hey guys, it's Candy Corn Grilled Cheese season again. You know what that means. We're back at Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Josh. Next to me is our editor, Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hey, how's it going?
Next to him is Eddie.
Hey, everybody.
His wife, Alicia.
Hello.
And Jeremy to top it off.
Hi, guys.
Hot Seat Podcast is sponsored by Deedles.
All the Deedles.
All my ducks.
All the Deedles. Deedle. So to start this off, we are recording on Halloween night because, you know, what else does a bunch of 30-some-year-olds and a 20-some-year-old do?
Have in common? Nothing.
I ain't 30
on
yet.
Halloween night?
Sit around and not run over teenagers.
Right.
That's pretty difficult.
So what'd you guys like for Halloween this year? What was your favorite costume idea? Not everybody jump at once.
Well, I saw a video on my Facebook reel of a guy. He's a one-legged comedian. He has like the crutches on his arms.
Josh Wolf?
Yeah, and he dressed up as
That's not
Mjolnir.
Josh Wolf.
Yeah.
Mjolnir this year. I thought that was pretty
What the
good.
hell are they doing? What did he dress up as?
Mjolnir, the Thor's hammer.
Oh.
Me and Alicia.
What are they doing? Is that Ash?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
playing
Oh.
his man.
Ash is a dog for reference.
Me and Alicia went as Akatsuki and Toby from...
You mean Itachi?
Itachi and Toby from the Akatsuki.
Yeah, but the best one I've seen is these two girls that went as those characters from SpongeBob, the one in the wheelchair, the chocolate.
Oh my god.
That's what they
What'd you like, Jay?
I slept all day.
You didn't see you have access to all the social media and you did not see one Halloween costume.
Look, I don't spend a lot of time on social media unless it's sharing memes.
Did you
That's
see any
all I
costumes
do.
walking around at your work?
Yes.
That weren't hanging on shelves to be bought.
Well, I've seen a lot of costumes hanging on shelves that need to be bought. Stuff that had been thrown on the floor that people didn't put back on the thing to be bought. Little kids running around in Wonder Woman and other kinds of various costumes.
You know what I was disappointed about this Halloween?
I did see the Barnacle Boy and the
Mermaid Man?
Mermaid Man,
That's cool.
which was different, I guess.
You know what I was disappointed about this year for this Halloween?
What?
Lack of variety with the candy corn. Where's the Jolly Rancher candy corn? Where's the Starburst
Like, that's the thing?
candy corn?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were really good.
and they didn't have them this year. All they had were nerds and regular.
I never knew that they had that.
Yeah,
I thought
I
they
didn't-
just had regular candy corn that's like chalk.
sure, candy corn's delicious.
The candy corn is not
The
chalk.
pumpkin ones are the best
corn-
ones.
They're made of
corn-
buttercream, apparently.
Uh-huh.
I never knew that until this year.
Candy corn is an abomination from God, but I'll eat it every year.
I don't like candy corn. It's something that I can't have in a lot of quantity because it kind of makes me sick to my stomach.
That's because it's the devil fruit. And not the one from One Piece.
I was gonna say, I mean, I can swim and I'm not a rubber man.
Did you eat the rubber tree plant?
Before we move on, did you just try to call your mom through Siri?
I didn't fucking do anything. I took my phone case off and put it back on and then started calling my mom.
Before we jump to the next topic, I want to give my favorite Halloween costume for the year. And to end each discussion tonight, I'm going to give my hot take, and we're just going to move right along. So we're going to preface this with a disclaimer that no discussion after the last one is allowed. But my favorite costume was Johnny Human Torch, which was a bunch of oily rags and a lighter. So, what is your guys' least favorite holiday?
Earth Day.
If you like out of every holiday that's commercialized, meaning that you have to see some form of it.
Probably Valentine's Day. It's just...
Why?
For me, it's
Because it's all just a markup for candy and flowers, but people could just be doing that
This is gonna sound
anyway.
bad. Mine's Easter.
So
I don't like it.
Before you continue, stores do that and then discount it. Like,
Yeah.
if it's like bottom barrel candy, like right on the last possible day, they mark it horribly down. But the markdowns to begin with are usually above at cost production value. So why Easter?
I don't know. I just don't like it. But that's also on par with New Year's Eve and like that New
Okay.
Year's thing.
I have a list of holidays I don't like for various reasons, but to keep away from religion and politics, I guess we'll go with.
That's right. No religion, no politics.
I guess my top two are.
I mean, you can give a holiday and not have religion or politics as the.
But that's the reasons I don't like them. Is because they were invented for that reason.
Well, I mean, a lot of holidays.
Is it Easter?
Capitalism, consumerism.
I'm gonna go with Eddie with the
Valentine's
with
Day.
PD.
and Easter.
How was Alicia?
Jay's
Easter
going,
and
Jay's
and
going with
Valentine's Day.
the second and third rate holiday candy holiday sale.
Yeah, it's just
What do you hate?
Boxing Day.
That is not.
You're not Canadian.
No, this is U.S. holidays.
Okay, U.S. holidays.
Gotta go US holidays.
President's Day.
President's Day.
I don't
You don't like
particularly
that?
hate any holiday.
You don't like that Ferguson's House of Furniture fucking doorbuster President's Day sale?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
How are you, Josh?
Yeah, well,
Because I don't have fucking doorbuster furniture money.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys some time to collect your thoughts on the next topic.
Eddie, what about you?
He already gives
I
it.
didn't get mine was the first
He
one.
said
Although-
Valentine's Day.
You know what I?
Our man don't listen.
You know what I don't like?
Huh.
People who don't listen.
Besides that, how it just seems like it goes straight from celebrating in the lead up to Halloween to the celebration and lead up to Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas stuff gets put out after 4th of July.
No, it don't.
Well, if your name was Constantine, you'd appreciate Christmas more.
So another thing on this show is that there's no boundaries for topic discussion. Like, I'm gonna give you guys some topics to just wet the tongue, and then I'll give my answer,
Okay.
and then we'll move on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What about you, Josh?
So no, I gotta give you the topic first.
Oh, did you say what your least favorite?
Yeah, the
holiday
topic is people who don't listen too well. Sam.
Sam.
What? No. All right, I guess we're gonna segue into the NFL a little bit here. So I just want you guys to start thinking about NFL.
I got
And,
something here.
Just what's going on in the current year. But my least favorite holiday, if I absolutely had to pick one, I'd probably say field day in elementary school. Let's go to the NFL. Let's go to the NFL. Eddie, what do you got for me?
All right, I got a couple things
All right,
here.
on to the weather. Sam, what do you got for me? All right, let's talk about the
It's
NFL.
dark outside.
as
That's
of-
the weather.
As of 5 days before filming, so before Week 8 started, these are the top teams with the highest red zone scoring percentage.
So this was by
This was the end of Week 7.
October 24th was week 7. 24th, 25th was week 7.
The top 7 teams here, there's a couple ties.
And this is in the AFC?
This is all of NFL.
All right, let's go.
The Seahawks and Falcons have a 90.9% red zone scoring.
Yes. And they're garbage.
That's a big number.
Continue.
Following above them is the Ravens at 91.7.
Uh-huh.
The Panthers, surprisingly, at 92.9.
And they can't win a game to save their life.
The Raiders at 95.5.
I just see the last stat on the phone. And I'm
The-
like, what the fuck
The
is this?
Titans and the Cowboys are tied at 100% red zone. If they're in the red zone, they're scoring. They're unstoppable
That
at
is
that
after
point.
week 7. You get
Hey,
within
Michael
that 20-yard
Strahan.
line.
Hey, Michael Strahan, how about them Cowboys?
No, fucking Stephen A. How about them Cowboys? Do you guys think that they're going to be a flash in the pan? Like, they're going to get to the playoffs like they did last year and just, like, totally suck dick?
Who, the
Maybe. The
Titans?
Cowboys.
Oh,
Maybe. I mean,
I don't
anything's
know.
possible.
It's
The Titans, so teams like the Titans and maybe the Seahawks this year, you got to kind of expect them that if they get to the playoffs, even in a wild card seed, they're probably not going to win.
You know, like
there's
I'm a
there's only
Browns
been
fan.
one team in Super Bowl history that's went from wild card to the Super Bowl.
And who was that?
I don't know, honestly. I can look it up.
It was either the Seahawks.
I believe it was the New York Giants.
It was either the Giants or the Seahawks. I believe
Was it the Giants during the undefeated Patriots season?
Yes.
I believe they went in as a wild card at 9-7 and beat
No,
the
they were
undefeated-
7-9, if I remember correctly.
I don't know.
So what
Let's
you're
look
saying,
this
there's
up.
still a chance
Listen,
for the Browns?
everybody is sitting around here with technology.
I'm not holding my breath for the Browns.
Everybody's sitting around here with technology, and we're like, I don't know.
Since the wild card system was instituted by the NFL in 1970, only 7 wild card teams have won the Super Bowl.
Who was the most recent?
The first one was the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders in '81. The most recent was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020. They were a wild card team.
Oh, yeah. Who was before that, though?
Green Bay 2011.
No, fuck that. Before that.
The New York Giants 08.
Okay, so we were thinking of the Giants.
The Steelers in 06. The Ravens in 01, and then the Broncos in 98. Go on, Sam.
I'm not holding my breath for the Browns. You know, they made the playoffs 2 years ago.
Shit, you'd be dead.
Yeah, it's probably going to be past my lifetime before they make the playoffs again.
Yeah, the Bills are doing good this year, though.
Hell yeah,
The Bills are almost
the
unstoppable.
Bills did good, I think, the year before, too.
Bills not
Like, that, they just keep going up. And if anybody's gonna... Like, we do a simple parlay, or we do a simple spread, where we just pick wins and losses, like who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, and then every losing game, everybody puts in a quarter. And we're up to, like, $100 right now. We're not even halfway through the regular season. But it was very hard, because we do, after certain weeks, what our postseason picture is, and you only get to do it once. You only get to put it in once.
This is a wild estimate.
Yeah, based off of what you see in the first few weeks, and then you pick your Super Bowl picture, and then your winner doesn't have to be either team you picked, because we're playing also to win a small sum of money.
And this year was just very confusing so far.
It's you had the Browns, who were on a hot start at 2-1 and then lost 4 in a row. You have the Rams and the Bengals with the Super Bowl hangover.
You have the Steelers winning games they shouldn't.
You have the Steelers. Listen, if
I'm a Steelers fan. It
Eddie's
hurts.
a Steelers fan, and if you ever talk to a Steelers fan, they always talk about how there's still a chance. You know who still has a chance? The fucking Detroit Lions. And guess who's not making the playoffs? The Detroit Lions.
Never know.
Listen,
Could be my time.
when you're a football fan, you have to be a realist. At some point, you have to accept that life just is the way it is. Like, for example, Minnesota is
5-2.
They were 5-1 after last week, and they just won on Sunday to put them at 6-1. And you know what's going to happen to the Minnesota Vikings? They're going to get to the NFC Championship, and they're going to lose. And if they make it to the Super Bowl, they're definitely going to lose. Because guess how many Super Bowls Minnesota's been in, Eddie?
What, 6?
They've been in 6. And do you know how many they've won?
Not a one.
Not 6.
But remember what you said. If they make it to the Super Bowl, you're buying a Kirk Cousins jersey.
And I have this on record. If they make the playoffs, I'll buy a Justin Jefferson jersey. That's a lot of J's. If they make it to the Super Bowl, I will buy a Kirk Cousins jersey. And I fucking hate Kirk Cousins.
Why do you hate Kirk Cousins?
No, you're trying to force the topic. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Still in the NFL though, big trade alert coming out of the Chicago to the Baltimore Ravens.
What do they got?
Well, the Chicago Bears traded away the linebacker Raquan
General
Smith
Booty. Okay.
for a 2nd-round pick and a 5th-round pick for next year's draft.
Listen, that guy's
Raquan Smith is the number 1 tackler in the NFL this year.
You know who fucking did a stupid ass trade? Arizona to Minnesota. They traded Patrick Peterson to Minnesota. So now they have a really good fucking defense.
Yeah, it's
Like they're a
scary.
very strong, consistent defense. And the problem with that is they're still going to lose the NFC Championship.
Also, speaking of the Ravens, Justin Tucker in just pregame Thursday Night Football kicking a 70-yard field goal
Fucking split the uprights.
with a few yards to spare.
He kicked it with his human foot.
With this human foot.
Listen, records are meant to be broken.
I don't think his is going to get touched for a while.
So, no, I'm not saying it has to be broke tomorrow, but
Yeah, until they bring robots into the league.
they're not going to bring robots. Listen, as soon as they bring robots in, I'm done. Because it's all predetermined. I mean, the NFL's probably predetermined as it is.
Much like any organized sport, there's, I would say that's a strong possibility.
All right, Super Bowl predictions. Who do you have winning? Sam, out of 32 teams.
The
who do you
Bills.
like? The Bills. Eddie.
The Steelers,
Who
no.
do you really have?
Honestly, it's a toss-up between the Eagles or the Bills.
If you got to pick one.
It's hard because I like Josh Allen, but them Dirty Birds deserve one. So, I mean...
All right. No, the Dirty Birds already won one. The Bills need one.
Yeah, but we already know the Bills game. They're going to go there.
They're going to lose a coin toss and lose the game.
If they go,
They could go there undefeated.
because it could be Kansas City too. Because if you play the game they just had, a couple weeks ago, 10 out of 10 games, it's going to be about even.
I know we're jumping ahead, but even last night's game is they ran. It was like 44-24 or something.
What, the
crazy?
Bills or?
Well, no, the Chiefs. I'm sitting here struggling. I'm like rattling off kids' names: Browns, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs.
Yeah, they won. That was what, October 23rd?
No, last night's game. It was October 30th.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Just fucking Siri.
I tried to give me the week before for some reason.
So again, we're gonna. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? Oh, you guys want to do shameless plugs throughout the podcast? Like we're just gonna do sponsored by, but not really be sponsored.
But yeah,
Burn it. Be like, I wish we were sponsored by.
I wish we
Like
were
here's a break in the topic. We are not sponsored by.
Chiefs
but
didn't play
we're-
last night. They played October 23rd.
They have a bye week.
Yeah.
We won 44-24.
Well, 44-23 was the Chiefs on October 23rd
God damn it.
against the
I wish we were
49ers.
Sponsored by Monster.
Okay.
But
No.
anyway, back to the point that I was trying to make where he said the Bills, and Bills had a strong offense, defense, went undefeated throughout the whole season, and obviously the postseason, and still lost the fucking Super Bowl.
They really.
They blew the Super Bowl.
I think you're talking about the Patriots.
No, it was the Bills.
Bills weren't in the Super Bowl last year or any year.
No, they've been in the Super Bowl. They went undefeated throughout the whole fucking year, and then fucking bombed the Super Bowl.
That was the Patriots.
There were a few years where they
was
went
back where-
against
look it
the
up. What year
Cowboys
is
in
it?
the 90s in the Super Bowl.
Listen, this is another debate point.
I think 93 and 94 they were in the Super Bowl against the Cowboys.
The Williams.
Last night's game, though, 49-29, was Dallas against Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and there's teams that you could obviously discredit, like the Cowboys, like Minnesota, like the Falcons.
The Dolphins squeaking it out by the Lions. The Dolphins they're not a bad team, but
So the
Okay, here's a factoid for
I would
you.
say that the Lions aren't a bad team because they have a really strong offense. They just give up too many points.
Here's a factoid for you.
Let's do it.
The Buffalo Bills became the only team to both play and lose 4 consecutive Super Bowls, 25 through 28, for an 0-4 franchise Super Bowl record.
yeah.
Did they get anything?
No.
AFC Championship
Shame.
rings, that's about it.
Okay, so
One more.
I think it was the
I mean, we
92
can keep
season.
going on this.
The 93 and the 94 season, they lost against the Bills. Or they
Christian.
lost against the
No, we're
Cowboys.
talking about what year did the Bills go undefeated and lost in the Super Bowl?
What?
What year
Wait,
did the Bills go undefeated
undefeated?
and lose in the Super Bowl?
While they're looking up that, Christian McCaffrey making noise with
The 49ers.
the only active player in the NFL today with a rushing TD, a passing TD, and a receiving TD.
And you know what makes that even more
No, it was
impressive?
92.
You know what that makes it more impressive, Eddie?
What?
He's got glass bones.
And paper skin.
He breaks his arm every time he wakes up.
Yeah, I think the one you're talking about is the Patriots when they lost to the
Patriots
the
steamrolled
Giants.
everybody and
No,
then
because I
lost
know
to
it was
the
back when I
Giants.
was a kid.
Back when you were a kid, bread was a nickel.
You might be fucking right.
Alicia, I know you've been rolling dice and getting up there in wins. Who do you like?
I don't really like football, but I guess if I have to choose, I'm picking the Eagles.
I was gonna say there's 32 teams, and you know enough to know to pick the Eagles.
Let me
every
just
week.
roll some dice and then
Right.
it will decide for
Like
me.
it just 1 through 32. What is that? 3D10?
48.
Wait, who won last year?
48.
We didn't do it for a couple years.
No, who won last year?
I believe
The Super Bowl?
Patriots won last year.
No.
The Rams did. It was Rams.
Oh.
It was
well,
Rams
then maybe I
Cincinnati.
should take the Rams because
They are
Rams
sucking.
are awful
well,
Why do I keep picking them every week?
last year they gave me that
because
win.
you like to be hurt.
Jay.
Don't you tell the audience about my
Hold
masochistic
on. The
tendencies.
Buffalo Bills had their best record in 1964 season with a 12-2 game record.
Yeah.
Listen, the
Oh,
Rams.
I thought they went
Jim
undefeated.
was a kid in 1962.
And their
Man,
worst
Jay, you aged really well.
and their worst season in 1971 with a 1-13.
I mean, that's still better than the.
Still better than the
16
Cleveland
Browns.
Browns
Here's-
showing
here's a fun-
131.
Here's a fun fact for you, and I don't know exactly who it is, but did you know? Did you know
Did you know?
that there was a player? Now this is 72 and 73, right?
I didn't hear that to
Who
go on.
screamed? Yes. Who played for the undefeated Dolphins and then the next season played for the defeated Buccaneers. He went from undefeated to defeated in 2 seasons.
So he went 16-16.
Thank you, Counselor Steve. Jay, you pay attention to any football?
Not recently, no.
Pick a team, any team.
Team, the worst I can
And
do.
we'll react to it appropriately. Eddie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Pick a team.
Pick a team.
Super Bowl team.
Who I think could possibly do Super Bowl.
Because those 2 NFC matches, like, it can't happen.
No,
Next.
just one team to win it all.
One team to win it all?
There's 32.
One ring to rule them all.
Let's see. Based on what I've seen, score-wise and standing-wise, I think Chiefs have a solid chance.
That's not a bad pick there.
Chefs.
Andy Reid's a hell of a coach. They got a hell of a team. I mean,
Just because I don't watch it doesn't mean I don't.
the Jets surprising a lot of people.
Andrew Reid.
Yeah.
Well, except for losing to the Patriots last night.
It happens. Out of last night's games, any disappointments you seen? Like should have won, but I mean the Jets and the Patriots. That could have been a
Nothing
toss.
out of the ordinary.
Trevor Lawrence still showing that. I don't know about them yet.
The Jaguars losing to Broncos country.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is just being Trevor Lawrence. Kenny Pickett not throwing a TD, but an interception again.
Well, that's because you got the little baby
Into
hands.
the fucking.
His
grass.
hands are fine. They're normal sized.
How about the Giants dropping one to the Seahawks?
That was a good
The
game.
Seahawks are making moves at 5-3.
And the city's rallying behind Geno Smith.
How about the Commanders with a 500 record?
Commanders aren't bad. What was it?
The NFC West is like not doing good.
The NFC is a toss-up.
The Packers at 3-5. Ouch.
He should have just retired.
The Falcons with what, a 4-4 record or whatever,
Pretty close. Either 4
leading their
5.
division.
Well, listen, that's how it be. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
My Super Bowl pick: the Detroit Pistons. Sam, let's go.
This podcast is not brought to you by Bang Energy.
Well, we've been to Ohio. A lot of us have been to West Virginia.
We've been to Pennsylvania.
We've been to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And we've been to Las
We've been
Las
to
Vegas.
Indiana.
I like how people say they've been to Vegas, but not Nevada.
Because they're not in Nevada.
I mean, there's Reno in Nevada.
What's in Nevada? Desert.
Desert, a big-ass hole,
And a
and
horse-
casinos.
A horse with no name.
It felt good to be out of the rain.
Horses here.
Yep.
Peter.
Yeah, the horse
of
is here.
dead bodies.
We're gonna do a hot button topic right now. It is Elon Musk.
Buying Twitter.
So tread lightly, folks.
So, did you see that Dogecoin essentially doubled or tripled in price right after Elon took over Twitter?
Good. So we can sell our things finally. They hit $1.
I'm still under.
I don't even know where I'm at right now. It is sitting at.
I just checked. It was like 12 cents.
I'm over. I think I got it at what, 10?
It's at 13.
No,
I have Shiba coin.
I'm still under $48.
Listen, you just sit on it. If it booms, it booms.
I gave Josh $10 and said, buy me shares. He said, bet.
Yeah, and I should have sold at 71, but we.
We're stupid, but it's okay.
Shit happens.
Right now, it's a bull or bear market, I think.
Alright, but Elon buying Twitter and the changes he's already made, who do you think he's going to be the first unbanning?
There's already been quite a few.
The first big
They
name.
lifted the shadow bans already.
No, I'm saying like that's been permanently removed off Twitter.
We ain't about all that.
No,
We ain't gonna discuss that.
because there's been quite a few, and that's
Yeah, you're kind of riding the lightning.
You're towing the line there.
like
Eddie.
with my holiday.
I'm not going to
thing.
give opinions on him. I don't. Because if he's. All I'm saying is if he's full on for free speech, I feel like he's going to give everyone a redo and then take it from there.
Do you see?
They talk a little crazy. What?
Do you see what's trending on it now?
What is Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh, on Twitter.
This is.
Hold on, I got
trends right now.
Hold on. What do you think about him charging people $20 to be verified?
I mean, that's how he's going to make his
I
money
saw.
back.
No, I saw.
Wait, so I can be verified for $20?
Yeah.
I got like 4
Instead-
tweets. I'm ready.
Instead of fucking, you gotta do that. instead of jumping through all these hoops, just $20.
I mean-
verified.
$20, you got a blue mark.
So
I mean, I guess all you gotta do to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is just pay for it. So I mean,
I'm gonna be Twitter verified.
Twitter is like, somebody made a really good comparison that Twitter is like YouTube.
Yeah.
You are providing the platform with a service, and you are drawing people in to see ads. So why that doesn't matter?
I
It's
know.
just like any other
that's how the
form of
platform. That's how the platform
entertainment.
generates revenue, like Facebook, like anybody else. So basically, they're saying instead of we're going to give you verification because you bring us so much revenue, you have to pay us in addition to bringing us revenue.
I mean,
Speaking of Facebook, why is the only ads that I see for Facebook now are ads for that stupid Camp Lejeune thing? That's
were
the
you
only...
ever at Camp Lejeune,
God.
Jay?
Well, yes. Yes, I was. Thanks for asking. I was born there.
You might be due for
Really?
some compensation.
If you or a loved one has been exposed to the weed killer Roundup and has now been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call J.G. Wentworth 877 cash now.
sponsored.
877, not sponsored.
No, but I feel like back to the Elon. I feel like he'll unban a bunch of people, give him a shot, give him because it's basically a brand new thing for him. And if you keep fucking up, he's gonna remove you again.
I don't know about all that. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I mean, him bringing a sink to the office is funny though. I'm sorry, but let that sink in.
I'm bringing an office to the sink.
Speaking of verified and Twitter and people on Twitter, Jake Paul and Anderson Silva had their fight.
And Jake won it by points.
Yeah, no knockout this time.
Knocked down, but no knockout.
People are still saying it's still not a like. I agree and disagree.
Like he keeps,
Until he fights a true boxer, people are gonna be like, "You're not a real boxer."
yeah, but he keeps calling out real boxers,
Who?
and no one wants to box him.
Who?
Tyson Fury's brother. Or?
Tommy. He already
Well,
that
there
fell
was-
through.
There was visa.
He was already gonna have, but there was a visa issue, and
There's
so
a
he
few
had.
others that he's called out that they've just been like, nah.
The only boxer he's called out besides Tommy Fury is the one he called out last or night ago was Canelo, and Canelo's he's 3 weight classes ahead of him.
Better put on some weight.
No, he'll make Canelo drop down, but Canelo's a champion boxer, and he's not gonna He's not gonna come down, so that fight won't happen. The other one was Nate Diaz, someone that's out of the fucking sport and hasn't been.
Yeah, but Nate kind of clapped back at that and said he was down to do it.
Oh, yeah, because is he still under contract at all or no with UFC? I don't think.
And fucking Dana White just threw a fucking rock through his 3,000-inch TV.
No, but an accurate fight, I could see Tommy Fury would be good if they could get all the visa bullshit handled.
Right.
For if you just want to fight you, because they have their own division now. It's YouTube boxing. Like it's I forget how it's worded, but KSI's 4-0-1. He's the only other undefeated in their division. Throw them together. Every time they bring up KSI, though, Jake just laughs it off.
Well,
I mean,
Well, KSI said he's not doing it.
recently, though, he said he was down. At this point, just do it and make your money.
Right?
Yeah.
Make your bag, get the fuck out.
You're getting fucking banned, so...
But they don't. Neither one of them will risk their
And,
undefeated.
and another one, I think Jake called out Conor McGregor after he's broken his fucking leg in half. I mean, like...
Well, it's not hard to beat somebody when they only have half a leg to stand on.
And I think the other ones they've both called. Oh, Logan is now swaying a little bit back to apparently wanting to fight one of the Tates. He joked about it first, saying he didn't want to give him a platform, but now he already
Now he
has
wants
it.
that payday.
He never really lost his platform. He already has a platform. Just make your money. Logan, I think's big issue is he's too afraid of cancel culture. He doesn't want to fight someone too controversial that would get his name drawn back through the mud. But now he's too afraid of anything remotely being canceled. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to be involved with it, which I get it. You have a big enough platform. You got a company now under your belt.
yeah.
You don't want to risk it. But stop the bullshit. Stop this. I'll fight you if it's this situation. I'll fight you. Just find some common ground and get the deal done.
No, because everything now is just not what can I do for you? It's what can you do
What can
for
Brown
me?
do for you?
Especially with like, it's not about the love of the sport. It's about a paycheck.
I mean, that's any sports nowadays. A lot of people just want the money. Like, even in the NFL, people aren't wanting to play just to play for a team. They want to make the biggest check they can.
Oh, well,
A lot of them.
a lot. There are some that took a...
Brady took a big pay cut a lot of the years to get people around him. I'll give him that much. But, like, you got, like, Dak Prescott, who wants the big bag, big money check, and he's not really worth it. You good?
Yeah, I'm just looking at these.
Oh, Cadbury eggs.
cream eggs.
I've never had a Cadbury cream egg.
They're all
Smite
right.
him. Smite him.
They're not bad, but they're not really anything fantastic to rate. They're like a step above candy corn.
Josh, you got anything about the boxing? About the Jake fights or...
Oh no, but I guess to be verified, it's $20 a month
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ooh.
Ew.
Oh, I thought you meant just like $20 flat.
No, why would it be that?
per
Because-
month.
Well, I mean, if you're rich, then you ain't gonna see that in your fucking bank statement. $20 is like dropping a quarter. I mean...
It's like a fucking penny to them people.
Yeah, well, not to us normals.
If
Not
another...
to us normies.
Yeah, not to us poor people.
To Jake Paul... Oh, speaking of, like, real quick back on the boxing thing. One of his friends, Ryan Garcia, he threw his comment on about, like, YouTube boxing. He's kind of pissed at it. And I'm like, you're the one that helped him get to this level. He's saying that YouTube boxing and celebrity boxing shouldn't define the sport. Which, granted, it shouldn't, but that's how you're going to get your big money draws.
I don't really think it redefines the sport. It's just bringing more
Here's the
interest to the sport than what was there
Here's the
previously.
thing, though. Look, the 90s, boxing was huge.
Yeah.
Early 2000s, you still had decent interest. Until celebrity and YouTube boxing was not talked about anymore. It was like it was like a circus act at this point.
Yeah, because who wants to watch two hobos beat each other up?
I do.
The
I mean, you can go outside and see that.
and I understand that if you've been a boxer now for a decade and you're still not making the money like Jake Paul, KSI, or the celebrity fights, I understand why you're mad, but
Are you scared?
Yes.
oh, 1,000 Bees text you, come outside. I ain't going outside.
I'm scared.
No, it's cold outside. You come in.
I think boxing's in a healthy spot right now, even with all the celebrity and YouTube faces boxing, because at least it's bringing more interest to the sport. I understand why traditional boxers are mad, but your sport's getting talked about now. Now you have an opportunity to make a little bit more than what you could have.
Yeah, and then if you get good at it, they can put you on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's their whole issue. I'm not good enough to be there, so I'm gonna whine about it, which is not how I really feel about it. That's just.
And if you're really good at it, they might even put you in an anime for boxing. Hell, they got one about soccer, about baseball,
There's a boxing
volleyball,
one. There's a boxing
basketball,
Track,
yeah.
Airbud Track Edition.
running weirdly. There's an anime about that too.
My favorite.
Oh, that's Naruto.
No, my favorite's one with the swimmer.
Oh, you like my swimming? And
Yeah.
he's like drowning, trying to.
He's like, what do you think of my swimming? He's going.
Oh, don't
Sorry.
I've never seen that
Stubby.
one, so.
But speaking of animes, Sam,
Yeah.
you've watched anime probably a good bit of time now. Like you were in it before I was in it, obviously.
Yes, I am a weep.
I think everyone has a little
You
bit of weed in
forsake
them.
your own culture.
Give me a top 5. It could be old school, new school, a little bit of both.
Are we doing top 5s again?
Just of anime, just like everyone's, or even a top 3. Just your top 3 choices.
Ooh.
It's tough, right?
My top 3. I would have to say
You know what that sound means? Time for me to pick another topic while we finish up this one.
Bleach at my number 3.
We're going to video games next.
Number 2 is Dragon Ball Z, and my top is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
I'm not sure I know that one.
No, you don't. Or else you'd be like, yeah, I cried too.
Oh.
It was.
I know the bottom
It
2.
made you feel feelings.
Speaking of your
It made
third
you feel the feels.
of your third pick though, Bleach, you excited for the new seasons?
Oh, hell yes, I am.
Oh,
He said, guess what?
Hey, you asked Sam. You asked Sam if he was excited, and he went.
Fall
It's some
2022
good
for
shit.
anime is looking mighty good.
What about you, Eddie? What's your top 3?
That's tough.
All right, let's get back to you, Jay.
My top current 3.
Top
Okay,
three. No, just all time.
Just all time.
No, we're in current.
Okay, we'll do current. Okay.
I would say Spy Family at number 3.
It's so good.
Good.
Chainsaw Man's pretty good.
So what you've seen so far,
What
yeah.
I've seen so far is pretty good. I enjoyed that as a second. And number 1, I'm gonna have to go with Black Summoner.
That's
All
not
right.
bad.
Do you guys think of a top 3?
I got a couple in mind here. In no particular order, if we're doing current.
Partiki.
Demon Slayer. Fucking phenomenal, great animation to it.
I have to think that's good. I have a tattoo of it. So.
Yeah.
This time I'm actually going to give a top 3.
Trying to think of what else we. It's gonna sound weird, but I seen Fruits Baskets for the first time. The new one, not the one from like the early 2000s. The newer one. That was really good.
I haven't seen the new one.
It's good. It's worth it. And I guess it's still kind of current. I'm gonna go Naruto. I don't know. It just has this, I have a tattoo on me, so of a kunai with the constant
Now,
cloud.
Naruto or Boruto?
Not
Oh
Boruto.
God, stop! No, I would have to say that mine is number 3, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh fuck! I forgot about
That's
them.
really good.
Yes.
That's
Number
really
2
fucking good.
would be Naruto. That was my first.
Yeah, I got her
And
hooked
then-
on that one.
My first pick would be Fruits Baskets. It's really good, and the prelude just came out, so you have to watch that too. It's really good.
Have you ever seen Doubles as Part-Timer?
I haven't.
No, I haven't
yet.
seen
Heard
that
of
yet.
it.
You need to watch it. It's great.
Josh, top 3, and then after your top 3, I got one thing to add for the
Nope, go ahead and add it.
dub versus sub. I honestly,
If you
I can
can't-
watch it either way.
If you can't read during your anime, you're not a fan of anime.
It
Yeah, but
just depends
it's not
on what
about
you're
reading.
watching.
It's not about reading though, because if I want to listen to something, if I have to go to the kitchen for something, I don't want to pause. I want to keep it going. I don't understand
Well, then you're not a
Japanese.
fan of anime.
Well,
It depends on the anime because there is Overlord. It's the specific anime that I'm referring to here.
Okay.
Is because in the sub version, it's great, but his voice in the American version, the English version, the way they emphasize when he's talking to himself versus when he's talking to other people,
Okay.
is fucking fantastic.
Because
Okay, so
So,
you
in
like
anime-
dub over them.
in anime, it's because we're conditioned that is what they're supposed to sound like.
It just depends on what you're watching.
Eddie,
Yeah,
are you
I-
ready for your non-plug?
I think it just depends on the series, and I also think it depends on just basically personal preference.
Like Spy Family, the newer ones that are coming out, it's all in
Japanese.
Japanese, so you have to watch it like
That
that.
fucking dog.
I probably,
Borf. Borf.
I guess I could just watch it either way, or I'll watch it both. Like if it comes out in Japanese first, I'll watch that, then the English
I will
version.
do a rewatch.
Because I'm not gonna lie, Naruto Shippuden, Pain's voice, Madara's voice, all the voices sound better in English.
That's because that's what you're conditioned to listen to.
Yeah, no, but even I'm trying to think of a
Like,
certain
I know what
character.
you're-
I understand the Japanese does sound a little better, but like the villains sound better in English. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't know what this would sound like anyway because I've been watching the villainess. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the boss. Have you seen that?
I love it.
Okay.
It's funny.
I'm only watching that in Japanese because it's slowly coming out in English, so I don't know what it's supposed to
I
sound like.
absolutely hated episode 4 because it made it seem like that's where that should have ended.
Yes, and now they're coming out with new episodes, and it's like, oh, okay.
I still have yet to finish Konosuba.
What is that?
It's
The
an
one,
anime.
I know that.
the one where the guy gets isekai'd and the goddess is like, okay, you get to pick one cheat item, and he's like, I pick you, and he's a fucking dick,
Oh,
and I love it.
my dress up, darling.
That's a really good one.
I heard that one was good.
Listen, it gives you fan service if people know what that
Giant nerd
means.
Convention.
People know what that means, but it gives you a decent amount of fan service, but the storyline is actually what you're wanting from this. And they weren't going to do a second season, but the amount of people that wanted one, we bullied a studio into giving us a second season.
I just started watching it. It's on Netflix. It's called Romantic Killer. It's an anime. It's really good. Really, really good. It's like a rom-com, and it's funny. It's really funny.
I'd hope if it's
You got your
rom-com.
non-plug, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So same rules. I'm gonna give my top 3, and then we're going right into the plug.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Number 3, Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan.
Oh!
Number 2, Gantz.
That's good.
And number 1, Corey in the House.
I thought you were gonna say Death Note for your number one.
We're not sponsored by EA Sports. It's in the game.
Not this time, because they're not sponsoring us.
If they were sponsoring us, they'd have to pay for the rest of this episode.
If they were sponsoring us, there'd be.
Speaking about what we're going into
It'd be
next.
$9.99 for the DLC just to get Sam to be like,
No, there'd be. God, yeah. What the fuck are those things called?
What the fuck are you
Crates?
talking about,
Oh,
Josh?
yeah.
I do that for
You
Loot
can
crates.
get, you can
Loot
get
crates.
loot crates, and it's just Sam saying different words from the phone book.
Pussy Willow.
$9.99. Sam's reading the names out of the phone book.
Taking on
Richard
with EA
Ramirez.
Sports. Rolling right into video games. We can do a top 3 again eventually, but like what,
Before we get into a top 3 for that,
Yeah.
I finally beat all the bosses for Bloodborne.
Okay.
oh good, you finished it?
Yeah, I'm on
Good.
New Game Plus right now.
Good shit.
And this is actually the first time in like a Soulsborne game that I'm actually going through New Game Plus.
Before we get into any top 3 or anything, video games. What is some video games, because we've all played them here, that have made you feel something? Feel like if you was anger, if you were saddened.
I'd
Sam?
definitely say Katawa Shoujo made me have the feels.
I must say, any Souls game makes anybody feel anger.
Yeah, you're not wrong. For feels, for a
Yes.
big one for me, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
That game's cheating.
It's sad though.
That's cheating.
Babe.
Oh, I don't know. I just probably GTA when I'm not in story mode and people just keep
Oh, running around with the flying
the
motorcycles.
toxic ones.
Yeah,
Or
angers.
the Walking Dead, the
Telltale games.
Well, it's just like with online games.
Clementine.
You're gonna have that. You're gonna have that
Lee.
cluster of players that are
Stop.
just toxic.
Fucking Lee. Jay.
Poor Glenn.
No, you want to know what actually makes me feel something when we play Mario Kart and and one game gets you 700 coins and then we play the 48 circuit and you still get 700 coins.
To
That's
unlock shit, yeah. New gen, because you have new gen.
Yeah.
Anything impressive, really, from them? New gen, talking about the Xbox One X or the PS5.
I don't really play the new Xbox as much as I play the PS5.
The load times on it.
The load times aren't bad. The load times are pretty quick. I like the controller.
But it's been out, what now, for almost 3 years? 2 years now?
Yeah, like 2
And there's nothing new for it. Like, there's no really any new games for it.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't look any different than it did for the PS4. The only thing, as I said, the only thing that really makes it stand out differently is in my opinion,
It stands up.
yes, it stands up, looks like Self
So
from
did the
Dragon
Wii.
Ball.
like a fucking wireless router.
No, is the controller. The controller's different, which is, it doesn't look different.
It just feels different.
Well, for shooting games, it's
That
nice.
cat you drew looks like fucking Lummy Koopa's cat.
that was mine.
That's hers. I draw these ugly deedles. I'll show you a picture of one on
That
here.
looks like Lummy Koopa's cat.
But whenever you're playing a shooting game, instead of being able to completely press down on R2, it makes you actually have to force it down, so you can't just, it's not just shooting.
I got you.
You know that really popular is like
Innovation.
Animal Crossing. That is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
popular.
I think
That is, but okay.
It's on
Stardew
the
Valley.
Switch.
Stardew Valley.
I think the 7-year period known as
Sarcasm.
the COVID pandemic of 2020 kind of helped with that.
I
Yeah.
tried playing it. I just can't get into it. I don't really
What?
know. Animal Crossing.
That's because you don't want to owe Tom Nook money.
Yeah, because he out there like
Money.
money, 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 money.
Money. The Switch came out in 2017,
Also,
right?
SpongeBob
It's-
I
meatball.
think so, yeah.
Fortnite is still popular.
Fortnite is
Mega popular.
Fortnite is still the most second popular.
League.
League's ahead of Fortnite just by a few, I believe.
The new World of Warcraft expansion is looking
T-Series.
really, really fucking good.
And if I played it,
T-Series.
I'd be excited for it.
So do we gotta?
Top 3 video games of all time. Sam, in your opinion.
In my opinion, in no
And-
particular order,
And it has, if you pick one, it includes the entire franchise.
it's the cluster
That's
of
easy.
threes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3.
So all
Sonic-
Dark Souls.
No, specifically Dark Souls 3.
So if you just said I really like COD, but you couldn't be specific, like, but I have to narrow it down to 2, you could just say COD and give 2 other games.
I
I
gotcha.
can
Sam said
specifically
Sam said the
narrow
whole
it down
series.
to 3 specific games.
All right, let's go.
Dark Souls 3,
Uh-huh.
Super Mario Bros. 3,
Uh-huh.
and Sonic 3 AIR.
Jay?
All 3 quills.
What do you guys like? Anybody go at any time?
Jay, go ahead.
Well, if we're going with series, top 3.
You don't have to go with series. If you can
Well,
think
no,
of a
'cause-
specific game in the series.
Well, I'm gonna say the whole fucking Yakuza series because that games are phenomenal.
That's
I
really
heard
good.
I heard the Yakuza games were good.
Even the newest is like the Judgment series is great. So we got the Yakuza series. We'll go with that. And for the other 3, oh fuck,
You got 2 more.
I know I got 2 more. I
picks.
can't math.
You're like, I like the Yakuza series and my next 3.
And for my next act, I'm gonna pull this rabbit out of my bowl.
Well, Jay, while you think of 2 more, I'll give mine.
Okay.
We're gonna go The entire Halo franchise.
That's not a game.
If I have to pick a game,
It's an experience.
if I have to pick one game, it's tied between Reach and 3. That's my two favorites from the series.
Before you continue, let's talk about Halo.
Okay.
Just for a minute. I came into the Halo series late.
Like which game?
Maybe 4.
Oh, so when
Maybe Halo
343 took when 343 took over.
2 you came in the way up.
So we started on Halo 4. We just binged it. So we went Halo 4.
Okay.
Then we played Halo 3.
The greatest.
Just straight through. And then you go to Halo 2, and all of the input controls are different.
Oh yeah, it was a shock.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
To change from 4 and 3 to 2. Like, I enjoyed the game, but just we got to 2 and we started playing, and me and my buddy were like, we're not doing this anymore. We're done. And then that was the last time we played Halo.
You need to play
But
Reach.
continue.
Reach is great.
Well, that's a Reach trying to get me to play Reach.
The Assassin's Creed franchise, but in particular Brotherhood. Brotherhood or 2. It was honestly pretty.
Okay.
And then for a third one, now I gotta think of a third one now. This is tough because those are like 6 games that are all there. Let's
As you
see.
draw your Triforce.
The NCAA series 14. Because it was the best one since they haven't made any sense, but I'm looking forward to the NCAA
new one,
23.
yeah.
Hopefully it's on old gen. It should be.
Yeah, you got
because
2 more yet?
Yeah, actually,
Let's
I did.
go.
Okay, we went with the Yakuza series.
Yes.
Because it's good. Then I have to follow it up with,
with the Yakuza series.
with the other Yakuza
I like
series.
Ya, and then Ku, and then Za.
And that's my top 3.
The Gothic series.
Okay. I did like Gothic.
The new one, Elix 2, is pretty good from what I've played of it so far. I would say Saints Row, but they bombed my last game. My last game was
Yeah,
You don't have to include it, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Saints
Like,
Row.
if you could think of, if you're like Saints Row 3 or whatever.
Saints Row 3 wasn't bad. The original Saints Row was alright.
But I'm gonna go with
Like, people love GTA. but
Stranger
they-
Things games.
I was gonna
There's
say.
games for Stranger
Yeah.
Things?
Not Stranger Things.
I was so
what the hell's
lost.
the name of this?
You can like
But yeah, there's
people love GTA, but you'll never hear them talk about the SNES one.
No.
oh god, it wasn't called Stranger Things. God, I can't remember what it's called. It's a Square Enix game. Came out in
That narrows
series.
it down. Final Fantasy 7.
No,
I think I know what you're talking about.
but you play as a little girl that can rewind time with her brain.
We've played that.
You've played that.
I know.
Oh.
So we all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but-
Fuck. What's that game called?
Not Until Dawn.
No. Give me a second.
Dying Light?
No. It was about the girl. Her friend had blue hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Life is Strange.
Life is
That's it.
Yeah. All 3
I
games.
played the first episode and cried because it played with a lot of emotion, really fast.
It does. All 3 games do.
She's like, "Why am I feeling?" And you're like, "Why am I feeling?"
I don't really like. I like
hold on.
all
What was
the games, but the
Honorable mention. Heavy
No honorable mentions.
Heavy Rain.
Just 3.
Life is Strange 2, where you play as a little boy. I don't know how I feel. Like, it's a good game. I liked it, but it's
You ever played Heavy Rain?
no.
That's a game.
I have
it, but I've never
You say
played it.
Life is Strange and it triggers a core memory.
That'll get you to cry. Babe, you got a top 3?
Um,
She's like, Uno.
Nothing's off on this, by the way.
GTA 5, that would
The campaign was great in that.
The campaign's good, but I like to play online. My number 2, don't judge, is Fortnite. I
Okay.
like Fortnite.
You just
Yeah, that's not bad.
And my
It
number
was my favorite
one,
game for 2
because
weeks.
it's just amazing, is Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Fortnite was my favorite game for a fortnight.
Fortnite moves.
It is so
so for
good though
40
until you
days?
get those toxic
No,
players.
Fortnite's 2 weeks.
Alright.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright,
I don't
Fortnite,
know how
Josh.
bad-
You got your shameless plug ready, Alicia?
No.
Your shameless non-sponsored plug?
I don't do that.
Got to. Everybody's got to do one. Plus, it improves on your talking skill for you to just throw things out there.
Speech has increased to 34.
Okay. You guys ready for my top 3?
Yeah, because you got to come up with one as soon as he's done with it.
So, my first one is Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan. No. Number 2 is Gantz.
Oh, God.
This sounds familiar.
So, I tried to explain Gantz, Steady, and Alicia.
I think Gantz is just one of
Oh,
those
shit.
things.
Who picked
where-
the Browns tonight?
I did.
Why is it good?
25-0.
Oh
NFL
no.
That's not a game. That's a
The
murder.
Browns are winning 25-0
Gantz is one of those animes where it's not like one
It
of
is
those
not for the
ones
faint of heart.
No.
where you can't really explain it. You have to watch
No,
it. You have to
it
experience
goes from extreme blood to extreme sex, and there's no in between.
Yep.
If you really want an anime that'll make you feel feelings, Ascension of the Bookworm, that'll make you feel feelings.
Or Elfin Lead.
I was gonna say Elven Lead.
Elfin lied.
Yeah,
Lead.
that son of a bitch lied.
There's no fucking elves in here.
Anyway.
Top 3 video games.
I hate the way they do their books, though. The books for that series are irritating.
I really
Piss
gotta
out of
think
me.
about this.
It's tough.
Okay, well, Josh was thinking about that.
You can't do the plug until the.
No, I'm not going to say. On the topic of that, what is one game that you hate but you can't put down?
Ooh.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean,
High-powered rocket car soccer.
Smash Brothers.
Crusaders Kings 3.
The campaign specifically.
So, top 3.
Mine's the fucking Konami Pixel Puzzle Collection.
Find your fucking pick, Ross.
Yeah.
I like, so at number 3, I like. Your eyes closed. Crypto the Necrodancer.
That one was good.
That was good.
Shut up, you never played it.
Am I thinking of the wrong game?
You were thinking of the wrong game. Crypto the Necrodancer, you can get into the files and change the music out.
Oh, that's
And
sick.
your character has to move and fight to the beat of the music.
I was thinking Gundam. I'm sorry.
So if
I
you
don't
put
know
in
why.
so if you put in some like prog metal or something that has like weird fucking time counts, like 17 7 or you know what I mean?
Like Hawkins.
Something crazy. You can't move in that game. No, I can't even say that. That's just a fun little. I like Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League's
That's a
good.
good one.
We were good at one point.
I mean, I'm not awful at it.
Yeah, but I don't think we can get Diamond soon.
I mean, we probably
we gotta
could.
retrain.
I mean, Eddie, Neat Mike came back.
He was a Grand Wizard.
So, but he's only Diamond 2 now.
Oh,
same,
damn.
same as us.
Oh, damn, alright.
I need 2 more video games.
You like
I should
Gungeon?
start getting back into Rocket League.
Fuck.
You like Gungeon in the Forest?
Fuck. I don't like the Forest.
Yeah, you do.
like the Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the Forest, Eddie. If I'm
Sons-
gonna play
Sons of
something
the
like
Forest
that, I'm
coming
gonna
out
play
soon.
something
For sandbox adventure games, I like Feel the Snow better than I like Minecraft.
Gels.
Yeah.
That's not a game. That's an experience.
That is a marble rolling simulator, thank you.
And it's great.
I gotta go Rocket League, Death Road to Canada.
That's a good one.
Yes.
And Big Shot Bob's House of Wings.
I was gonna say that big Buck Hunter game.
and
Big
uh,
Rigs.
Bass
and,
Pro.
and, Leisure Suit Larry.
Euro Truck Simulator. What about that lawn mowing simulator?
I love lawn mowing simulator.
What about the house washing simulator?
Nothing. The power wash simulator. I love lawn mowing simulator. It's my favorite, and it sucks. You just cut grass.
I can.
Yeah, but
say
it's
that.
satisfying.
I keep going back to Car Mechanic Simulator, so I kind of get it.
Dude, it's like, listen, somebody decided to make good simulator games, and no simulator games, except for maybe The Sims, is good.
Oh no!
Wait, it's
Don't
like
bring
a
up
drug.
The Sims.
No, The Sims is good because you can do whatever.
What do you think of The Sims?
Put a sim in a room,
Sucks.
move the
No.
doors, and they're
Put
just kind of fucking.
Put them in a
trapped
pool and take out the ladder.
The Sims is that kind of game where you buy it because you want to play it, and then immediately fucking take it back in 2 days.
And my all-time favorite game. So we got what? Rocket League, Death Road to Canada,
Yeah.
Skies of Arcadia.
Yes.
Hey, nobody ever played that game before.
I know what Skies of Arcadia
I know
is.
it. I just
Ain't
haven't
nobody
played it.
ever played that game before except for me.
Drachma has joined the party. Jackma has left the party.
Yeah, there's a fucking air pirate
Oh,
named
Jackbox.
Jackbox is a fun game.
Especially when it's like a larger group of people.
No, you know that one that you can split up into teams of 1,000.
Yeah.
We need to get enough views and popularity to host one of those rooms.
Oh,
The WWE games aren't bad, but they're awful.
stop. Wrestling
no.
Empire.
Yes!
2019 WWE 2K19, where it was the tale of reversals. If you could time it right, you couldn't finish a match.
Yeah.
All right, time for a plug. Who are we not sponsored by
We
today?
are not sponsored by that sweet, creamy United Dairy milk.
That's a good one.
How long have we been recording?
Over an hour.
Jesus Christ.
We still got like 2 more
Oh my God.
We got
Well,
this
Jay
one.
still has to put in a plug.
I know, and I
I
have
know.
to finish and put in a plug.
We
Can't
have 2. We have
Can't we
actors
go
and
play?
wrestling.
Can't we go play Jack Off?
In a minute, let's just hit wrestling and end it. We can end on wrestling.
Okay, Uncle Howdy, see ya.
So, I'm getting into that, but speaking of
No,
from the
you
Wrestle
guys don't
Empire
even know.
games,
I went Uncle Howdy, and then he goes.
there's speaking of Uncle Howdy and everything in WWE, there's I seen you've seen it. It was supposed to be might be Bo Dallas
It should. It better be.
Someone
aired
else
out.
said it could be Aleister Black.
I know. I saw that post.
No, Aleister Black has not been released from his AEW
I
contract.
thought he was. He asked
No.
where he got it, didn't he?
No, he's saying the dirt sheet's wrong, and he's still contracted. He's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
they're
coming
allowed.
back.
They're allowed to go to different programs.
No, they're not.
AEW's not.
They're not allowed to go to WWE.
They can go to any other promotion but WWE.
Oh, so Tony Khan's just
And WWE finally kicked open the forbidden door by
Yeah.
sending Nakamura over to
New Japan.
Japan Noah.
And they're gonna let the Good Brothers finish out their commitments to New Japan.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, they are.
Carl Anderson had to vacate his IWGP.
They're not making him vacate it.
They just made a statement.
Yeah, and then Hakuleo came out because that was going to be his opponent for the never open weight title, and he said, I don't want you guys to strip him with the title.
I don't want to beat him.
I want to beat him.
All right.
So on WWE,
All right, who's feeling Usi today?
everybody.
Oh,
WWE's in a good spot right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
I believe so.
I think as far as, like, the current wrestling war between WWE and AEW.
So between AEW and developmental,
Right.
No, like,
there's no war here,
There's
Sam.
no developmental in WWE either now.
That's what Triple H said.
There's FCW
Well,
there is no
Yeah,
FCW.
in Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Ohio Valley Wrestling is its own thing now, run by Al Snow.
in the mask or in the head or whatever. It's
No, it's just Al Snow.
Oh,
What does everybody want?
Good TV.
Indeed.
I,
Good, wholesome family. TV.
we got Crown Jewel coming up.
yes, the
All it
Saudi
takes-
blood money.
All it takes is
fucking
one
show.
lucky punch, Eddie.
Yeah.
Who you guys got, Roman or Logan?
It's gonna be Roman.
And don't
I
be
think
a-
it's going to
don't
be
be a
Roman
smart.
retaining.
Don't be a smart.
It's-
Kayfabe it. Who you like?
Roman.
Why?
He's doing some of the best work in his career right now.
Don't be a smart.
I'm not being a smart. I
No
genuinely
smart. This
think-
is a no smart zone.
I'm also just gonna take Roman based off someone's gonna get involved. It's gonna be one of the 15 family members he has running around.
Wait, who is it?
It's Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, and both of these guys aren't feeling very oozy right now.
Yeah, I am. That's why I picked
They're
him.
fucking generic creator
I'm
wrestler
gonna
answers.
just take Logan.
I got my money on Jake Paul.
Right on. See, that's a good answer.
Jake Paul's not
You
loud
guys
back
can't
in
think.
Saudi.
You guys can't think out of the box. I like the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I do like the Iron
I think
Sheik.
he's gonna beat that jabroni son of a bitch Hulk Hogan.
But in
Embrace.
WWE's, I'm air quoting here. I'm in air quoting here. They're developmental from what Triple H has said.
He went on after that to say it's not developmental anymore.
I know, but I'm just quoting. The Rock's daughter made her debut.
No. We ain't done with this Logan Paul Roman Reigns shit.
It'll probably be a good match
That's why you
because
guys feel loosey, goddammit.
hold on, it'll probably be a good match because Logan does actually produce decent matches. Like he's been the couple matches he's had, it's been really well. I just have a feeling there's going to be some involvement, or they're going to make it a squash match and it's going to be awful.
It's gonna be listen.
It will be
WWE.
nowhere near as awful as that
So-
Goldberg Undertaker match.
So
That was also at Saudi.
that was
I
a
know.
broken neck
Why-
match. So for
I brought it up.
listen, for as much as things change, they stay the same. And what's gonna happen is Logan Paul's gonna throw that punch that they keep fucking hyping up.
Yeah, about his metal
His one
hand.
lucky punch,
Yeah, the metal hand.
and he's
fucking-
gonna get the 3 count. But either the ref's gonna be distracted or the ref's gonna be unconscious,
And then we're gonna
and
get,
then he's gonna get jumped,
or
and then he's gonna lose.
they for some reason they drop it to Logan on Jey Uso helping because he's been doing all that.
It's only a matter of time before that faction breaks up.
Oh, it's gonna break up and it's gonna be Jey Uso and The Rock
No.
on that side of the table.
Probably.
It's
And
what
Sami,
it's.
and Sami Zayn after he gets kicked out.
Honestly, I'm surprised that stable's lasted this long.
Sami Zayn getting kicked out.
I really
and
think Sami
it's gonna
Zayn's
be,
going to win the title. I have that as a prediction.
Do we think Theory's gonna cash in?
I think
No.
they're saying
Theory
you know,
can't
his
cash in.
No, they're saying. What does Sam think?
I think he's going to cash in on the NXT championship.
I don't.
It's definitely gonna be Dana Brooke and the. Oh, well, that tweet did not go over well from her.
What tweet?
She got pissed about that.
Because
Someone-
Seth Rollins talked about how
He could go after
he
any
can cash
title,
in any title,
and he should just
including,
cash in on the 24/7 title. And she got pissed. She's like, I don't come here and work my fucking ass off just to
For
be
you to say
laughed
that,
at.
yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah, she works her ass off, but you're in a comedy role, so it's meant to be goofy.
It's not exactly a comedy role anymore. It's kind of.
She's
a
on her
stable.
17th reign. She's trying to catch R-Truth's 62nd. I mean,
It's a dead title.
yeah.
Yeah, they should
They really,
retire.
they
it.
really just like put the brakes on the comedy gimmick of that.
No one's gonna top our truth. On
He
it.
is the world's greatest champion.
Yeah, obviously.
62-time.
They really just need to give him a serious push, like a serious gimmick.
They could give him the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title.
I
Those
think
fucking
I
earned it.
think
The
he's
hardcore
content
championship.
in his current role.
I don't know if they went out and said, we're going to give you
Didn't he just fight someone on Monday?
Yeah.
Last Monday. Who was it?
The Miz.
And did he win?
He won.
Hey, that's
After a distraction by
I know it's
Johnny
the continued
Gargano.
storyline.
Yeah, but
You know who I really want to see win everything?
who?
Is Dexter Lumis, the greatest non-spoken character
Yeah.
in WWE.
He plays his character
He's
really,
played the same character
really-
for 20 fucking years.
He hasn't even been in the business for
I know.
20 years.
They said be a serial killer, and he said I don't have to pretend.
On the topic of wrestling,
great.
still anything going on in AEW, Sam?
No.
Anything like worthwhile, or is Tony Khan just like content with being-
MJF is finally going after the world title.
Wow.
And Jade Cargill is getting the reverse Goldberg treatment.
And then what's it? Orange Cassidy just won a title, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he
He won the All-Atlantic title.
Yeah, they got what? How many titles they got over there now? 43?
Too many.
43? 72?
Too many. They have too many titles.
They have too many
Didn't they
cooks.
mock WWE on having too many titles before too?
many cooks.
And now they're like triple the amount of titles.
Yeah, because they have all the Ring of Honor titles and they have all the
many cooks.
AEW titles. But they won't give the fans
But it
what they
takes a
want
lot
to
to
give
make a stew.
frickin'
And they just won't
FTR
stop eating.
versus the
No,
Young
because
Bucks
Tony
for all
Khan's
the
too back.
titles.
No, because Tony Khan's back there doing too much blow to understand what the
Titles
fans
start coming,
want.
They don't stop coming.
It's
yeah, with
true.
With the CEO of Bang.
Fucking
CEO Bang
Tony.
looks fucking cracked
titles
out
start
of his
coming.
goddamn
This is
mind.
hold on. This is all Tony Khan's backstage doing. It's such good shit.
Why does he sound like Nicolas Cage?
He's doing fat rails.
Why does Tony Khan sound like Nicolas Cage?
Tony Khan sounds like there's too many.
Do we want to do a top 3 wrestler since that's been the pick
All right, we're
And,
going to talk through wrestlers. I
apparently,
think that's going to be it for this episode.
of all
Billy
time? Or are we
Corgan
doing?
was in talks
do you
with
like the top 3
WWE.
wrestlers that you personally like?
that I personally like.
Just you personally like. There are no wrong answers here except for the wrong ones.
Except for the Iron Sheik.
Well, there goes 2 of mine.
What, Iron and Sheik?
Yep. No, Sheik and Koloff.
Sheiky, baby.
Karrion Kross.
Okay.
I like
Kozlov.
Don't worry.
MJF
When you give your answers, we're going to judge you harshly.
Ezekiel Jackson.
and Nick Aldis.
All right.
Nick Aldis. You went from no crowd reaction to all crowd reaction to kind of crowd reaction.
I can't help it. It's just like Nick Aldis had.
is the prestige.
Yeah, he had.
Like, when you think of classy wrestling,
You think
it's
of Nick Aldis. He
Of
has
Magnus.
the longest reign of a world champion in the modern era at I think a little over 4 years.
All right, what do you like, Eddie?
The Undertaker is one of my. He's always been one of my favorites.
Who Eddie is convinced is going to come out of retirement any day now.
He could. You never know.
See?
His last thing he said, retiring, is never say never. So I mean,
No, that was what Ric Flair said.
he did too. He
Ric
said,
Flair said,
"Never."
"I'm never gonna fucking retire."
His last words were, as he put on the hat, "Never say never," and then just ran.
That's a Terry Funk thing. Then they beat him to death with a steel chair down the ring.
Mark Henry, just all
Did a
around.
great swerve with the fake retirement.
That was good.
Yeah,
Hall of Pain was
the Hall of
probably
Pain was
the
his best gimmick.
Yeah.
Big Papa Pump,
Oh, yeah.
Scott Steiner.
You got a
To this
33
day,
and a
he
third.
still has probably one of the best nonsensical promos
Eddie has a 33 and a 30% chance.
chance.
in
of that
in the
being his
history of
actual pick.
professional wrestling.
But if you take my 2% chance, my 18.5% chance at
141
best,
and 2/3 chance.
then you got a 1 to 3.4 point pie.
Senor Joe.
Shawn Michaels,
Okay.
Okay.
solid pick.
You went with all big money draws,
Hey,
except Mark Henry.
he was a big money draw.
No, he wasn't.
And the Hall of Fame days.
Sexual chocolate.
Giving birth to a foot.
Get over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Might as well have been Godfather at that point.
They use the same gimmick with
Three favorite wrestlers?
Oh yeah.
two of the same wrestlers,
Who are your 3 favorites?
Mark Henry and Viscera.
Who are your 3 favorites, babe?
If I had to pick, it's Ric Flair, Ric Flair, Ric Flair. No, I'm
Because
kidding.
he shows his wiener to the stewardess.
That's right.
So does Antonio Brown, but
Well,
So does Colby.
He showed his wiener to the world.
I don't even know.
I'm here to show the world.
it could be any time.
I like Triple H.
There you go. It's all about the game.
How you play it.
Game.
And the 25-year storyline.
Now, my third pick would probably be Stone Cold. But go on.
You have like
Undertaker.
7
How
third
you go
picks,
3
Eddie.
picks? Sam, how you go 3 picks and I'll go with your all-time favorite?
What?
Sting. You said Sting was your all-time
I thought
favorite.
you meant like currently.
No.
I said The Undertaker!
I literally said all-time.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Ah.
Okay.
Ruined this whole segment.
So I guess it would be Triple H, Undertaker, and then I like Randy Orton.
Okay.
Those are 3 solid picks.
Oh yeah.
Jay?
Jay.
MJF.
Okay.
He's great at being a heel. No,
He really is.
He
Did
does
anybody else see the post on Twitter where him and his girl got in a fight? So she painted John Moxley to trolling.
And then she's like, we're not fighting anymore, so I'm throwing the picture away.
So, then I guess for number 2, we're going to go Randy Orton.
Okay.
And for
Solid
number
pick.
3, Fozzy. All of
The
Fozzy.
entire band wrestling in one match, playing their instruments at the same time.
It's Judas effective.
It's super Judas effective.
Alright, Josh.
If I had to pick 3 wrestlers, past, present, and future,
Yeah.
You're going Mars Bar, Sam's Cola.
And the stickers.
and a Fifth Avenue bar. Thank you.
Ooh, even better.
Oh, let go of my Fifth Avenue bar.
Well, I gotta go with Dean Malenko, Billy Kidman,
Gordon House.
and,
And a
Machine,
Ford
and one more.
F-150.
and Machine Gun Kelly.
And a Ford
He's in the record
F-150.
books.
Those are 2 serious picks, Dick.
I know.
Johnny Knoxville.
He's also in the record books.
And probably Dexter Loomis.
Yeah?
I like it.
That's it. We ain't got any more. Come on, kids. Get out of here.
Now, y'all, thank y'all for listening to the first
No,
podcast
no,
of
just get out.
Hot Seat Productions. Goodbye.
Get out. All right, everybody, sign off with your signature catchphrase that you're making up right now, Sam.
Make sure you check us out the next time.
Jay, what do you got for us? Sign us off.
Thank you for checking out our podcast. Just so you know, we are not sponsored by the Olive Garden.
Eddie.
Oh, be kind to all animal kind.
That's right.
Eddie.
Eddie, you got to sign off?
Yeah, I'm getting one ready.
Go ahead.
Hold on,
I started it. I got to end this.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting
Josh
there.
is the end caps, okay?
If you liked what you heard tonight and you want to check us out again, please do. But if you didn't like what you heard and don't want to listen to us, then
Don't hold it close. Alright guys, this podcast hasn't been brought to you by nordvpn.com/bigmoney or raycon.com/big by raycon.com/bigmoney. I ain't got nothing else.
That's
Get the fuck out.